Right guys, just had this hole here. Good, what, 7 inches down? Reasonably weak signal, faint signal, but very nice Queen Victoria. Get in there. Not going to focus, is it? Nice 1887 halfpenny of Queen Vic. You can see her young bust there, which was discontinued about for bronze coinage, I believe about 1894-5, at which point the widowhead or veilhead, if you like, replaced this this bust. So that's a nice one. That 1887, very nice condition as well. So it's a nice one. Let's go in. A massive field. I could imagine this is marshland back in the day. Massive bit of land. So yeah, I haven't found much today really. That was a reasonable depth. So there's the nice Vicky copper. You can see. And then nice 20p piece. That's not what this one is. Looks like actually looks like some William III halfpenny, so late 1690s, late 1690s. Anyway, very late 17th century, early 18th. Then nice pistol ball, and this bit of foil, which could well be silver, not sure. Probably off the cane, you know, there's cane foil, but cane fool, but I don't know. Right. I can see a bust on there very faintly. Looks to be of William III, but if conservation starts to make a home, should be able to get better identification. Right, catch you in a bit. Guys, I can't absolutely believe it. I just found something absolutely unbelievable. I've got to shout about this. This is absolutely incredible. This is by far the best find I've ever had. It predates them by about, what? I don't know. Well, anyway, it doesn't predate my oldest find, but by far it predates everything I've found today by about 2,000 years. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I'm sorry for my laughter and extreme excitement momentarily, but absolutely incredible. I've been walking across this ridge here, and as you can see, the cars are there. I've just come up all the way across the ridge. Shotgun cartridge bullets, rubbish in itself. Oh, I can't believe this. I really cannot believe it. People have been mentioning Roman occupation around here. That's just giving away the find. I'm shaking. I actually am. I can't stop it. But as you can see, a church there, probably medieval in date. They've been saying about Roman occupation and what possibly could have been here as far as Roman occupation goes, and of course, what would you know, obvious Roman occupation are things that have been here, and they've been saying this, but you know, you'd think, you know, you'd make a hypothesis and a guess that there'd be Roman occupation, you know, around here, since there's a river going through there. This is where they would have settled. But indeed, Romans were walking across this path because, and this these fields, because quite happily along this ridge here, ancient ridge, ancient landscape, as you can see, I have just unearthed 60 to 70, so consistent 71 signal, and the thickness is GT+. Dug about 2 inches down. Quite a weak signal, to be fair with you, to be honest. So, but guys, look at it. Oh my gosh! Wow, 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 wow. I thought it was that when I flicked it out, but oh wow, 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 wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. This is not a joke. Wow. Wow. That is by far the most stunning Roman brooch I've ever seen. Well, obviously not the best I've ever seen, but by far the best I've found. I've never found a Roman brooch, but look at that. It's an absolute stunner. Look at it. Probably, 2nd century in date. I'm not sure exactly which period or decade, to be precise, but greater accuracy probably would be achieved when conservation starts, and I'd be able to get a better identification from the help of those on Facebook who share the same interest and are good at the identification of these bronze artifacts. But guys, that's about probably 1st to 2nd century AD Roman brooch. Wow, stunning, absolutely superb. As you can see there, the pin, that's where the pin would have been, just across there, where that goes from there. Oh gosh, I can't wait to tell everyone of this incredible discovery, by far the best find of the day. Very little's been coming up. I've walked about all the way the mile up there. I've been circumnavigating this field quite a few times now. Nothing, just a couple of Victorian halfpennies, William III halfpenny, which is in very bad condition. Just typical run-of-the-mill finds, musket balls, bullets, one button, just bits of foil and that, but I've just come across this. Superb. Look at the state of that. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, that's where the pin would have attached, as I've previously said, and the leather or whatever, the strap would have gone through to hold it securely in place. But wow, now that is a true result of excellent craftsmanship in the Roman era. Look at that, is stunning. I can't believe I'm holding an artifact that's 2,000 years old, been in the ground for that long, and still looks as beautiful as the day it went in, I'd say. Wow. I can't believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. Let's just take it out the hole. Wow. I know you've seen it enough times, but that is absolutely stunning. Ancient artifact. Now that's by far, we'll probably have every chance of winning Artifact of the Month this year at the DMDC Club. And the meeting, in fact, because it's Saturday the 7th of May today, it's actually on the 9th, so it's on Monday. So Monday night, I'll be showcasing this find, presenting it and entering it to the Rally Find of the Month competition, more specifically Artifact of the Month, and I can absolutely reassure you every time that this will win, because that is a superb brooch and I don't think anything will beat it. As the best finds today were a couple of love tokens and a couple of reasonably nice post-medieval spectacle buckles, etc. Those typically rather nice finds, but this by far beats everything. Oh my gosh. Talk about Roman occupation, guys. We're quite far away from the river. You'd expect it to be across the river line, but this is on this hedge line here. People were actually warning me and advising me not to come up here, seeing as though all there was shotgun cartridges and bullets and typical military and militaria equipment and accessories and items, etc., such as, bullets and shotgun cartridges, as I've previously mentioned, and bits of rubbish and foil and, typical modern waste and rubbish. But wow, I was really not expecting that, but that was extremely and entirely unexpected. I'm absolutely awestruck. I mean, I'm gobsmacked at that. I'm absolutely speechless. Hopefully you've enjoyed and enthused in the true beauty it beholds there in front of your eyes. Look at that. I absolutely cannot believe what I've just found and unearthed right in front of you guys. Unfortunately not a live dig, but just as it came out the ground, I left it as it was, and I, instantaneously, as an instinctive reaction, I just pulled my phone out of my pocket, clicked the record button, and there we go, started recording this incredible find. Wow. That, probably about 4 inches down, I suspect, as it indicated on my detector. I can't believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. Oh, Wow, it just popped out. I didn't even need the probe for it. It just came out, just as it was, complete in one piece like that. Superb. Using my dad's spade, so it must be the lucky spade in this case. Just thought, after dinner, give it a quick go. Then might as well go home. But that spurred me on entirely. I could give this field a good whopping now. I mean, I could do a couple of marathons around it, I suspect. But look at that. I mean, it doesn't associate with the church in any way. But wow. Was not expecting that find. I was really not expecting a find like that. Absolutely incredible. As you can see, it's made from bronze. But once I clean that up, that will look absolutely spectacular. Truly beautiful. I absolutely can't believe what I found. I'm going to keep it rolling because I've got a lot of hard drive on this 32GB micro SD card. So yeah, I'll be able to record for a while. I mean, it's going to be a long video since I've made the inclusion of this. But wow, wow, wow. What more can I say? I am absolutely gobsmacked with that. I mean, and believe it or not, I mean, this is absolutely can only be explained by fate. I mean, so coincidentally, and I mean so coincidentally, members around were talking with me about, how all the finds seem to appear just midday or shortly after midday. There's very little productivity in the morning as far as finds rate goes, and then just after midday they say more good finds come up. So and for some reason I didn't believe them at first. I mean, it's just a matter of luck, I thought, but I can disagree with my own thoughts now. I'm happy to controverse with them, happily, believing the fact that all the good finds just spontaneously appear in the middle of nowhere for some unknown reason, 2,000 years old, at midday. It's around about midday now. Let me just check that on my phone. Yep, 12:16, exactly. Nearly 20 minutes past 12. That's about midday, wouldn't you say so? Minus or plus 20 minutes. So, I just can't get over it. I mean, I've got too much knowledge to express. I've got too many words to express that I cannot do it all. It's just all congesting in my mind. I just need to express it, how delighted truly I am of finding this absolutely incredible artifact from the early Roman period, 2nd century AD. Wow. Whoever would have worn that would have been an incredible man. Clearly a man, of course. Women weren't fit for these, stupendous brooches, these truly magnificent pieces of Roman craftsmanship in the first, second centuries. Wow. I know I'm just chatting on now for some unknown reason. I'm just too overexcited. I'm exaggerating a bit now. I don't even know what I'm on about. I'm talking nonsense, completely incoherent. So, but other than that, superb. Let me just check if there's anything else. I mean, I don't want to be a pocket spill. It's clearly that. Well, there's nothing else in there, as I wouldn't expect. They're usually singular losses, which are dropped individually and lost individually, rather than a pocket spill of them, unless a Roman soldier dropped his entire uniform. If that was the case, then you'd find a hoard of them, which would obviously be declared as treasure as a result of it. But that's superb. That's certainly one for the flow. Absolutely definite that is going to the flow. Wow. Okay, right guys, I'm gonna tell everyone now. After that, I'm just gonna firstly, I'm just gonna go across if there's any more, because if there's one, surely there's bound to be more. Right, I've got to end the video here. It's getting too long. The video's gonna be another half an hour compilation, isn't it? So G2 Plus struck again. Not silver this time. It's renowned for its productivity of silver. It's truly a silver magnet, but today it's been a Roman brooch magnet. So how about that? That's it, I'm carrying on. That wasn't even a very good signal. I'm surprised I dug it. Well, actually I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely over the moon I've dug it. I mean, I would regret not digging that if someone else dug the same hole and found that. I would so much so regret it. And I obviously couldn't ask for it, could I? I mean, as it's not mine to have if I didn't find it. But so lucky I dug that. So pleased. I can't use any words to describe how happy I'm. I am at the moment. See, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. That's how excited I am. Alright, 12 minutes recording that one clip. I'll see you in a bit. I bet the phone's going to crash if I record any longer. Alright, in a bit. I'll update you in, like, as soon as possible. ASAP, okay. Bye. Alright guys, this is the result of the conservation of the Polden Hill Tiger Rimmer brooch, dating to approximately circa 80 to 120 years Anno Domini, which is late first to early 2nd century AD. Been using some conservative tools and utensils for this particular job and task. You can see cotton buds to get the dirt off, many of which have been discarded already. Used quite a bit of that. The consumption was high. There's the tub of them. Very dirty water, just proving. And I've had to refill that once, so you know that's you can imagine the amount of dirt that came off that particular artifact. All gone in there. But here we are. There's the result. Took a while, about half an hour. Really pleased with that. It's come out an absolute treat. Superb. Very nice. True art of craftsmanship, that. Just look at the springs. Absolutely remarkable. All intact, all excellently preserved. I mean, what more can I say? Great specimen of a Polden Hill type brooch. All intact, other than the pin, of course, which as you can see is snapped. Be absolutely stunning and amazing to find the pin intact with this, but that's very unusual. I mean, to find the springs is unusual, so I mean, even more pleased with that. To find a 99% complete brooch, minus the pin, which, you know, hence the fact as to why it's not 100% complete, because it doesn't have the pin. But wow, look at the beauty of that though. The springs all entangled and entwisted around one another. Just absolutely stunning. I mean, the patina is beautiful. A beautiful sort of light to dark green in areas of corrosion like that. Superb. Lovely dark green patina. That's by far my best artifact. But to be honest, I can't really be certain as to whether or not it's my best, seeing as though I found a fragment of an Iron Age bracelet, which is certainly my oldest, 100 BC odd, but if that's the case, this one doesn't come close. This one comes fairly close, of course. Not if beats it actually. So wow, I'm really pleased with that. Patina's absolutely beautiful. Nice engravings in there as well. Superb. Wow. I never thought I'd find a Roman fibula, but when I find one, very nearly complete, and an absolute beauty of one as well. Wow. Alright. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in a bit. In a bit. Right, guys, these are just the finds from today. As you can see, I've got my laptop there. I'm going to be uploading this video shortly. Once this recording has finished. Yeah, so I'll just go through the finds that I've had today, with the inclusion of this, as you saw in the video, very weighty, but indeed, in the same instance, very beautiful Roman brooch, Roman fibula, which is said to be by most club members, after their very, you know, priceless and very entertaining reactions of this incredible find, say to be a 2nd century Polden Hill type brooch. And I know for a fact, out of general knowledge, that Polden Hill type brooches were cast near and in the vicinity and proximity of Chaddersley Corbett in the West Midlands, which was very nearby the dig location, being Worcestershire, of course, in every case, hence detecting Worcestershire, as that's where I mainly detect, with the exception of occasionally Shropshire, Staffordshire and Gloucestershire in some cases, but never anywhere further than that. Excellent. I mean, I haven't cleaned it yet. As you can see, conservation on the starter. I don't want to really wet it. I'm just gonna carefully clean it, dampen it possibly. I don't know. But as you can see, the spring's still attached there. The pin would have gone. Unfortunately, that's missing, lost in antiquity, I suspect. Hence the reason as to why it was lost and found where it was 2,000 years later. Lovely bit of light green, dark green, surrounded by dark green patina. I'm not going to use any chemicals because I want to avoid at all costs the effect of depatination, which will just remove all of the um, patina and corrosion that's accumulated over the 2 millennia has been in the ground. See, that's the antiquity, that's the archaeology there. The patina that's formed over the many years has been in the soil. But yeah, it's corroded by a lot of mud there, a lot of soil. It's lovely early 2nd century Paul Hill type Roman fibula, which is, by gosh, that's huge. Best find I've had to date, to be honest, as far as artifacts go. As far as coins, I could happily say it's probably one of my hammers, but yeah, difficult to say which really. As for the best find overall, but come on, it doesn't come. It comes fairly close, doesn't it? Right, start. Okay, since I started with that one, we're going to leave that one out for the end now. Since I've summarised how good that is, and obviously confirmation and details of the origin of the brooch, etc. And I must also additionally state that some have said of this to be of military origin, so Roman military maybe, because of its size and magnitude. I suspect probably would be of Roman military origin. So yeah, let's start from this little pewter button here. So as I just said, to contradict myself, nice little pewter button, 18th century, probably Georgian in date. So typical run-of-the-mill find. Nice bronze harness ring, probably medieval. Fairly nice one. Pistol ball, 18th century date, I suspect, or possibly earlier. English Civil War period, Charles I, parliamentarians and capitalists, 1640s, 1650s, was it? Yeah, around that time. Fishing weight, found in the river, next to where we were detecting. It's not made from metal, well, it seems to be, but a very strange metal if so. Very weighty though, heavy as lead. Excuse me. Then very corroded. What looks to be possibly a Roman coin, but many lead oxides, as you can see there, have accumulated on it, causing corrosion for the probably many centuries it's been in the soil, waiting to be unearthed by a detectorist many years later, being myself in that instance. Okay, enough of that. Nice 20p piece, a decimal coin, of course. 1984 is the date. I'm unsure if there are rare years for these denominations, although you never know, do you? So probably a typical year of which many were minted, unlike some occasional years in which there were some striking errors and very few were minted, such as an example of the 1983 new pence, which is truly exceedingly rare. I mean, there's very few in circulation, so if you do look for one, I mean, you're extremely lucky, incredibly lucky if you're to find one amongst your change, but that's probably due to the fact that 1983 two pence was withdrawn from circulation in some cases and instances, well, partially by collectors and partially by other people who didn't want them to circulate because there were striking errors and mint errors. See, 1983 was the year they changed two pence, not new pence, so the reverse die of the previous year or previous years was used in conjunction and simultaneously with the new obverse die. So in that case, it said new pence instead of two pence. Very strange, I know, but yeah. Well, that's for the 2p's, not for 20p. So just some additional information if you'd like to know. And then decimal. This is the new variety. The larger varieties of the late 60s, early 70s were a lot bigger and thicker. But since it was so large that it had the metal was actually worth considerably more than the face value of the coin, which is 50p. So they had to readjust the size and alter the size to this adequate size. So then it was, of course, worth face value by the metals in it. So, and if you were to melt this down, it would be considerably less than 50p. Whereas in contrast, the early 50p's were very thick and big. So I guess if you melted it down, the metal would be worth more than 50p. Depends how much the prices of this metal is going for. It's probably, I believe it's a compound of tin, copper, zinc, anything, you name it, it's probably in this coin. It's known as Cooper nickel. It's got many different alloys in it. They just really chuck anything in the mold, and yeah, that's used to produce the coin. So, okay, enough of that. Here's the first pre-decimal coin of the day, which was found merely 5 minutes in, and then my luck went downhill from that point onwards. Nice, as you can see the bus facing right there, George the First halfpenny, 1714 to 1727 in date. Unfortunately no detail on the reverse, most likely worn away, due to many years of circulation, but that's a nice one. Okay. Then, fairly near the river, very good signal as I can remember. Very nice, it's really sublime actually, it's a very nice coin. Queen Victoria young-haired halfpenny. The reverse is in absolutely stunning condition. Detail usually doesn't remain on these coins, but this one luckily has. 1887 in date. No heat and mint mark or King's Norton mint mark. Just a typical Royal Mint production coin, which is a nice one. Very nice green bronze type patina. And then, of course, as I told you about earlier, the incredibly good Roman brooch, which I was really not expecting. I mean, probably the most unprecedented find I've ever come across. I mean, not up a hill like that. I was really not expecting to find something along the lines of this. So, yeah, very pleased with that. I'll clean it up and I'll post a separate video, seeing as I'll be uploading my this video now. So, yeah, I'll have to post a separate video if you want to see this cleaned up. I may even post the recording of the conservation and cleaning of it, which would be interesting for your knowledge. Yeah, overall, in summary, I guess it was a decent day. Few and far between in terms of finds, but I guess it was quality, not quantity, as we can see. I mean, that's not really quality, that is sort of quantity, the above parts, but I mean, you know, had a fairly unproductive day at the start, but then my luck must have been building up, as I then spontaneously and completely unprecedentedly unearthed this absolutely beautiful specimen of a Polton Hill type early 2nd century Roman fibula. So, great. Alright guys, other than that, I'll be back out tomorrow detecting with the Clodopus Melt Detecting Club, so 2 days in a row that would be. So, yeah, should post a separate video on that, so in a bit.